Hello? Hello? How is everyone? Are you doing okay? You have a good time? Any of you have Valentine's Day already? Let me know if the sound is okay. I kind of adjusted it before this morning's stream. It should be a little bit louder. Ah, yes, it's still 9:30 for me over here. But I do have some friends who live abroad. Sound is good? Okay. Alright. Well, anyway, welcome everyone. This is One Step from Eden. It is a roguelike game that released, I believe, like a year ago. The full release, anyway. Sometime within the last year, anyway. It's been a while since I played it, but I'm starting on a new account, so we'll see how far I can get. This game is heavily inspired by Mega Man Battle Network, which is one of my favorite Game Boy Advance series, I suppose. There were like 6 of them through Game Boy Advance to DS, but then it changed a lot, and the second sequel series didn't do so hot. So, it is absolutely better than the platformers, in my humble opinion. Also not very humble, I'm right. Don't at me. Anyways, this game is similar, but very different. So in this game, you cast spells, and the spells are the equivalent of chips in the first game. But the difference is there is no pausing. You know, when you get into a fight, you're in the fight, and you do not stop for anything. Your deck will shuffle itself, and you can only access 2 spells at a time. In this case, I have a deck starting with these 4. So I've got a Thunder that hits 4 tiles away for high damage. I've got a Wave that hits 1 tile in front, and then it moves forward continuously. It'll deal damage in each tile and push enemies as it goes. I've got a Step Slash, which you should be familiar with if you played the original Mega Man Battle Network, and Frostbolt, which applies a stack of frost. Once you get 3 stacks, it'll deal a ton of damage and clear all of them. And then you see the little numbers at the top left is how much mana it costs to cast that spell. Once you've cast all the spells in your deck will reshuffle and give you a new set. I've also got an artifact. So here, once per run, when I die, I come back with 600 health. And my weapon, which is like your basic attack, which just deals 2 damage per hit, fires continuously. Saffron is the basic starting character. As you go through the runs and complete different objectives, you can unlock new outfits, and you can also unlock new loadouts. So you start with different cards and different artifact, and potentially even a different weapon sometimes. So, assuming everything is looking good, I ought to put out on the Twitter that I am live now. There we go, and let's get this started. So, you gotta select your character, normal game mode, and let me make sure I can see chat. I'm good? Good. Alright, let's get started. It has been a while since I played this. Alright, so you move with the arrow keys. I'm gonna have to change that. I don't like using arrow keys for movement. cast spells with 2 buttons and the weapon with the other. And once you use all the spells, they come back. You can press space to shuffle at any time. So that's like if you get 2 spells that aren't useful or that are cluttering up your deck and you don't want to cast them, you can just reshuffle and get new cards. So here we go. That one fires out a circular saw. That is a hostage. If you complete the battle without killing hostages, they get you some nice little benefits. It's like playing on an old Game Boy Advance emulator. Yeah, it's a really fun battle style. I believe if you complete a fight flawlessly, you also get better stuff. So, let's open up my deck here. Here's a tutorial. It'll show you how to check your spells and artifacts. You can upgrade spells to make them stronger. You can remove a spell from your deck. And you can increase your chance of finding certain spells if you choose a focus. So, you see here, each of these spells has, yeah, using the arrow keys to move, I know. Each of these spells has a type. The Thunder is Anima, that's elemental stuff. Kinetic Wave is Kinesis, that's usually things that move opponents and push and pull stuff. Slash Pick is all of your knives, daggers, swords, etc. And Frostbolt is another Anima. So, you've got 2 focuses up here. I see that the bottom of the screen is kind of cutting off for you all, but it's cutting off for me as well, and I don't know. I think you can still see everything important. So this little stat there is your attack. That just increases your weapon damage. That is your spell power. That'll increase the damage of all of your spells. Down here is your defense. That'll reduce incoming damage you take. And this one is luck. And luck isn't explained very well, but if you see here, if I change my focus, I actually lose 2 luck. So, if you do not focus, your luck will increase. And what luck does is it increases the difficulty of fights, but it also increases the rarity of the stuff that you're going to get. So, you have a trade-off. You can either go random, or you can choose a focus. And you can choose 2 different ones, or you can choose 2 of the same one to increase the chance of finding it even higher. For now, I think I'm going to put one of these on Anima and leave the other one blank. And then down at the very bottom, that'll tell you how much mana you get per second. Above a certain number of spells in your deck, you get increased mana regeneration, and that's just to help you cast your deck faster. So, you also have no upgrades to start with, and 1 removal, so you can take something out of your deck if you don't want it. Out of the cards that I have available, Tremor will crack tiles around me. If I have Flow, then it'll fix those tiles instead. Flow stacks are gained by casting cards with Flow on it, such as Kinetic Wave, and they are lost whenever you cast anything that's, well, literally on casting any spell. You lose 1 stack. So, this would be good if I was building a Flow deck. Poison Dart applies 60 poison, it ticks down over time and deals damage, and then it halves itself. And Revenge just deals damage to the last thing that hit me, but ideally, I'm not getting hit. So I don't think I'm going to pick Revenge. If anything, I was going to pick Tremor. I think I'm going to skip rewards this time because I'm kind of going for an Anima focus. And I don't want to clutter my deck with cards that aren't going to help me with that. You also get a little bit of experience for everything you complete. Experience just unlocks new cards and artifacts that you can then find from your runs. It does not give you anything in the run. Yeah, so after your fights, you get a chance to test out your deck, try different things. And once you're ready, you can press tab to move on. I'm going to take this opportunity here to change my controls. It's the top one. Okay. J, K, L. All that's fine, fine, fine. Up is going to be W, S, A, B. Alright, everything else looks good. Let's go back and test it out, make sure everything's working properly. So on Saffron, you really kind of want to just keep that button held down, except for against certain enemy types that penalize you for hitting them. So, unlike in Battle Network, you have a 4x8 grid, so that gives you a little bit more space to work with, and it also gives enemies the opportunity to use different attack patterns. Reva is the name of the boss that I'll be fighting, I think. Okay. And like other similar roguelikes, you can choose a path to go on. Each path has different things you can stop at along the way. Hazards are more difficult fights, but they give better rewards. Distress beacons are hostages that you need to save, and they can give different things depending on what you get. And those are just regular battles. Down here you've got a boss fight, which is a mini-boss, a really difficult one. Campsites let you heal and occasionally get other benefits. Treasures, you don't just get free stuff, you actually have to break the treasure open within the allotted time. So it's a bit of a risk, but it can be good. On this run, I think... Oh yeah, and there's also a shop. You can talk to the shopkeeper NPC and buy different things up that way. I think I'm going to go this way to the Distress. Alright, I broke it in time, so she gives me something. I got a beaker. Yeah, it does. It's really nice. So beaker, while I have fragile, I get 0.3 mana regen, and I get one fragile at the start of the fight. So fragile gives you 50% extra damage on the next hit. I can skip it, but I don't really want to. And then Firewall is just a really nice spell. I think I'm going to take that. It's an anima card, so it fits my deck. Oh, okay, yeah, leveling up does actually give you an artifact. I forgot about that. Trinity spells are a different thing. Once you cast 3 Trinity spells, the last one gets increased benefits. I don't have any poison, so I'm just going to go for the mana regen. And that'll let me speed through my deck a little bit faster. I wasn't able to save one of them, but at least I got some money. What do I want? I don't want any of those. None of them are anima, so I'm gonna move on. Oh, you know what I need? I need some phalanx. Oh yeah, here's the different types. Anima is just elemental stuff. Convergence messes around with stats pretty much directly. Double Lift is deck and card manipulation. Glimmer is beam attack, stuff that pierces enemies. Hearth does flow cards and also tile destruction stuff. Hexawan is building things, so like setting down turrets and rocks and stuff. Kinesis is mobility and movement, so like getting enemies to move. Misery is all your healing stuff, but also it's like a risk-reward playstyle. Phalanx is for shields and protection, which I really, really need. And Slash Fic is for all your blade type stuff. So I'm gonna pick Phalanx and hope that I get something defensive and move on. I think I'll probably go bottom route because I don't really need healing at the moment. What do you do? Apparently nothing. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. It had a lot of defense, so I thought it was gonna be... Oh, you know what? I know what it was. It has defense of, like, really, really, really high, so it'll negate a lot of spell damage, but defense can't negate damage entirely, it just reduces it to 1. So for each hit, I was still doing a damage to it, so I was still able to kill it very quickly. Frost Barrage is just a nice spell for applying frost to enemies, and Ice Spikes is a little bit harder to land, even if it does more damage. So I'm gonna pick this one. It's more of a fire and forget type thing. At the moment, I don't think there's anything I want to remove. If I was gonna remove something, I'd probably take Kinetic Wave. But that can be good for certain deck setups, so I'm gonna keep it for now. There we go. Then those drop money that you gotta pick up. Oh yeah, every fight you beat, even if it's just treasure, will give you an artifact. So this one gives me increased move speed every time I shuffle. Phalanx, let's see. Fire 2 kunai and gain a shield. If this kills a target, heal 100 and it gets removed from the deck. Meltdown hits all enemies that have frost and leaves a flame on them afterwards. I really like that one. I've never seen that card before, but I want shields, so I'm going to take this one. It protect, but it also attack. There we go. Easy peasy. What do I get? Hit 4 tiles away. If it hits, you can catch it to gain shield. That's rough. Deal 5 damage and restore 2 mana. That'll clutter my deck up and it doesn't really do very much. Oh, Absorb does a lot of damage. I might take it regardless. It costs a lot to cast, though, but my regen is pretty good. Okay, so I'll take that and move on to Reva. All of the bosses are playable characters, except for the bosses at the end. Get some more shield. So she actually tries to do a shield attack, but it doesn't work if you break it. I am getting so lucky. I am very bad at placing my shield down. Oh, that attack will multi-hit, so you gotta be very careful. Got her. Okay, now I have a choice. Spells are not linked to characters. The only thing that's linked to characters is their weapon, technically, and some characters' artifacts, I think. So right now, I have a choice. And this is a very important choice. I can either spare Reva, which causes her to heal me, but I haven't taken any damage, as well as gives me a benefit later on in the run, or I can kill her now, and get some bonus gold and I think an artifact. And this is important because it determines what run you're gonna be. Yeah, it is a very, very complicated first boss. I've played this a lot, so I know what I'm doing, but if I was new, she probably would have wrecked me because I wouldn't have understood her patterns or anything. And don't worry, they get harder. This is the easiest boss. Not Reva specifically. If I fought her later on, she'd be way tougher. But I think I'm going to spare her because the passive benefit she gives is really good. So all you need to do to spare is not shoot her or anything, and then choose a stage. Each stage also has 2 bosses attached to it that you could get at random. I think this one is either the ninja or turret lady. This one is either Frost or I think Saffron, which is me, so I'm not going to fight me. And this one is... I think that one is the gunner and someone else. I'm going to go for that one. Okay. So she gives me a heal, and I move on to the next stage. Gotcha. Okay. Gain 100 shield and charge for a second to fire a huge laser. I do not want that because it costs way too much. I only really need like 1 or maybe 2 more phalanx spells. And after that, I'm gonna change it off of phalanx. Gain 2 shield when you get hit, lose a max mana but gain 3 mana regen. Blue Flame is really good, but I only have 2. So I wouldn't be able to cast Absorb anymore. So I think I'll just take Mana Regen, Mana Vein. Every little bit of Mana Regen helps. Oh, okay. This one is rough. This enemy is tougher than normal, and it corrupts all the spaces after it, making it more difficult. I'm not going to go for that. This is my first run after not playing for forever. I'm going to go up. But the question is, do I go for the hazard or for the hostage? I think the hazard potentially gives more money. I'm going to go for the hazard. Oh, that enemy is a pain. There we go. Okay, if that missile hits, then everything takes a bunch of damage and I probably die. Gain 50 shield, add a jam to your deck, and it consumes. So that's not really what I want. I don't want something that clutters my deck and then goes away forever. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Spells can come in with upgrades. Hazards give you upgraded spells. The best ones are probably either Cold Snap D, which costs 2, but it applies 2 stacks of Frost, which is worth, I think, 80 damage. No, it's worth 100 damage effectively. For 2 mana, that's not too bad. And that, it's going to be hard to catch that in the middle of later fights. So I think I'm going to pick Cold Snap. Moving on. This enemy changes locations every time you cast a spell. So it'll fire from the spot that it was at, and then it'll swap to the opposite square. Combust is very good if I can get a lot of flames going around. Jam's no longer anchor. Deal 10 damage to everyone when you get hit. I want the mana gem. I'm not going for a specific build, I'm just going elemental. I was thinking of getting rid of Kinetic Wave now, but I have enough spells to get the next plus 0.1 of mana regen per second. So I'm gonna keep it for now. How do I... yeah, there we go. Mini boss! Oh yeah, I forgot. Oop, my first damage. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. And she heals me, so I'm only missing 30 now. Gain 10 shield when you consume a card or gain 2 defense. If I had a consumed deck, like a jam deck or something, I would take Meat Shield because it's really, really good. But I don't, so I'm going to take Undershirt instead. The damage reduction is going to be nice. And now I think I don't really care about the healing. I'm going to go up. That chest has high defense, so it can be difficult to break in time, but I have the best character for breaking high defense stuff. So, gain 10 defense for a second when you get hit. Carpet Bomb is hard. I think so. A lot of these cards are Battle Network references. Like the Step Slash itself, even. One of these days I will remember which buttons do what. It is probably not going to be today. Okay. I could get rid of Step Slash, but honestly it has so much utility that I'm gonna remove Kinetic Wave instead. So now that's out of my deck, and it's a little bit better. There we go. That one wasn't too rough. Gain 5 shield for each spell in your deck. That could be good. I've already got a lot of spells. Yeah, that's 10 spells, so 50 shield. Actually, it's going to be 55. I'll take it. I'm glad they added a lot of new spells, because some of these are things I haven't seen before. Oh, gunner time. He's gonna shoot at those in the order that they were used. So I need to avoid that. Come here. Get out of here. That's a clever trick that I figured out a while ago. Oh, time slow. Gotta be careful about that. Come on. Go down. There we go. I didn't take any damage. Flawless boss run. There we go. I've still got it. Okay, I'm gonna spare Gunner 2. And... oh, you know what? The one that I hate the most is the Earth one, and I don't want to fight her anywhere after stage 3, so I'm going for her next. I got reasonably good at enemy patterns when I first played this, so I'm gonna be, like, decent? There we go. Nice combos. That one's weak. Entrench is very dangerous. Because this one will root me if I've been hit during the fight. The first time I use it, if I don't get hit, then it won't root me. But if I get hit, then it will. Because right now, I start fights with Fragile. I think I'm going to skip that one. It's a little bit too risky for me. And you know what? I've got a decent amount of shield spells now. I think I'm going to take Phalanx off and put it on Anima, just to increase the chance of getting those elemental spells that I love so much. And I've got 270, so I think I'm going to go for the shop this time. So I'll be going this way. I have to skip the reward first. Gotta remember that. There we go. Nice. A lot of money. Heals for 40 and applies 2 frost. So what that means is it actually heals the enemy a little bit, but it'll also apply 2 stacks of frost, which is worth 100 damage, and it costs nothing. PK fire. Yes, you heard that. Fires a shot that leaves flame if you hit something. And solar charge is literally just solar beam. Praise the sun. It'll add a solar beam to your deck when you cast it. Yeah. I'm kind of... Solar Charge is very good later on. Cold Medicine is very good now. I think I'm going to play the long game and do Solar Charge. If I can upgrade it to the right things, it could be very, very, very strong. I can actually just tank the damage on one of these. There we go. Rain down thunder strikes. It costs a lot though, and it doesn't really apply anything, frost or fire, which is kind of what I want. Shard toss is meh. I think I'm gonna skip this time. What do I get? Restore mana when flame is dealt. Citrine is really, 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 really good. I'm gonna do Citrine. Oops. I will heal. It'll be okay. There we go. There we go. Now you heal me back up to full. Ring of Fire is very, very, very good. I'm gonna take that one. Hopefully I can get the upgrade for that that reduces the mana cost. Shop time, shop time. You can buy a mana gem, gain 5 shield when you hit someone with fragile. I don't have anything that can apply it, so that's not good for me. Lightning strikes 4 tiles away every 3 seconds. Gain shield and crack tiles. Rain shots that apply frost, that could be good. You can also take pacts, which are like challenges. They give you something immediately, and then they also give you a penalty for a few fights. You can refresh the stock to change what she's got. You can buy upgrades and removals, and you can donate health to get money from her instead. I think I'm gonna start with the upgrade, because I want an upgrade now. I upgraded the wrong thing. Whoops. Whoops! I'm gonna take the one that gives me a chance to do twice. Every upgrade costs extra, so I'm gonna remember to click the right thing this time. Come on, Ring of Fire, give me something good. None of this is good. Okay. 10 shield is the best one, but it's still not great. 80 still leaves me enough to buy something else. What am I thinking? That one's already been upgraded, so it costs 2 upgrades for the next one. Do I upgrade Solar Charge? I think I do. Alright, so the first one consumes, heals, and gains 5 max health, or gain a shield, or apply Fragile on hit to myself. These are all bad. None of them are what I wanted. I'm not getting very lucky. Okay, do I buy... I can buy both Mjolnir and the Hailstorm. I think I do that. There's also a secret with the boss, but I'll show that off later. Or not the boss, the shopkeeper. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. No, no, no. Caltrops isn't very good for me. Mana Fusion slows my deck down, even if it's good for mana regen. And that... it deals good damage, but it increases shuffle time by a lot, and every second you spend without your deck is another second of vulnerability. So I don't want that. You are the one I hate. Because her deck is annoying. There's Solar Beam. I am safe down here because none of the blades hit the right spot. There we go. Oh, she's hard. She's hard. I hate her. I hate her so much. I'm moving on. Time to go after these ones. So much chaos indeed, and we're not even to the harder boss fights yet. I mean, she's hard for me. This thing fires a laser after every 3 times you move. There we go, that one struck twice. GG indeed. Let's skip the rewards for that one. None of them are anima cards. I think I go after the mini-boss and then take the treasure route or the campfire route, depending on how badly I do leading up to it. Remember before I said there were some enemies that penalize you for every time you hit them? That cactus is one. Every hit it throws stuff at you, and I don't like that. Gain a max mana and add a jam to your deck. Jams go away after you cast them, so it's not a bad thing necessarily. And that gives me more mana to play around with. Or more fire. I think I like Innervate better, because it's not going to increase my deck size that much, and it'll give me more mana to play around with. I'll do that, and that's the only mana boosting thing I think I really need. I don't do any poison damage. And I don't really care about cracking enemy tiles much, so I'll go for more regen. Keep it simple. Next fight. There we go. Okay, that went smooth. Smooth-ish. I still got hit once. Mini Thunder is just Thunder, but bad. PK Fire, again. The game really wants to give me PK Fire. But I don't really want it. Because my deck is already 5, 10, 15 cards. I don't want to pick anything else unless I absolutely have to. What did I just choose something? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Okay. Look at me using my mouse like a scrub. You gotta kill these things quickly, or they'll do that. Sorry, nurse. Those ones are hard. Indeed. Oh. I don't want Glass Flute, I don't think. I'd rather have the extra defense. They are very scary. Okay, I am missing some health, so I could go that route. And I'm fighting Shiso, who tends to give me a little trouble. Plus, also, I can show off the campfire mechanic, so I'll do that. The campfire gives you health, and then the gunner, if you've spared him, will give you even more health. And down here is a nice little bunny. You see my current luck? It's sitting at 26. Every fight you complete gives you more luck. Bye, bunny. Now my luck is higher. Killing the bunny gives you an extra luck. I'm sorry. I will pray for you. Rip, bunny. I'm so sorry. I don't hate you. You're just useful to me. Ah, they've made a mistake. They put the dangerous thing on my side of the field. Yeah. You saw that turret? That turret is a revenge turret. It'll shoot anything that hits it. And it deals a ton of damage, so you gotta be very careful about those. Knife. Knife just throws knives. It literally costs me no mana, and it duplicates itself and removes itself from my deck. That's because this game is so incredibly obviously inspired by Battle Network that they just put references to all sorts of stuff in here. It's a very good game and a very faithful adaptation. Jam Slam. I don't really have... I have one spell that gives me jams. But it has a chance to hit twice, which could do a lot of damage. One Jam Slam plus cards that have jam. I mean, adding one thing to my deck wouldn't hurt too much, right? I mean, this isn't bad. Jam Slam is a very powerful card. Oh, you know what? It stuns you while... It roots you while you're casting it, I think. No, it doesn't. It used to. I'm not sure. I'll take it, and if it winds up being a mistake, I will remove it. Somehow. Okay, Shiso, you edgelord. For this one, you just want to keep yourself out of range of those things. Get you that solar beam. Oh. There we go. Solar beam, cast more jams. Don't want to be in the lanes that he's potentially pushing you to. Okay, there we go. That was pretty smooth. He wasn't too bad that time. I am going to spare him, because I'm going for an all-spare run. And then I go for one of these. Which bosses? It's Celicy or Violet. Oh, she's such a fun boss. She's my favorite. I hate fighting her so much, but she's my favorite. There we go. There we go. Flawless. I'm gonna pick up cold medicine for frost application. Jams no longer anchor. That's really good since I have jams. First of all, the music on this stage is really good. I mean, the music on all the stages is really good, but this one is especially good. Moving on. I just want to listen to the battle music a little bit because it's so nice. It's so nice. I gotta be very careful not to break that thing open because it'll spawn a very strong enemy that I don't want to deal with. There we go. Battle 1. Summon a laser turret. I don't really want any of these. Oh. Boomerang is a really good one if you can get the mana cost, because then it just pays for itself as long as you hit something. But I'm not gonna pick that up. Skipping. Get some EXP. Now continue. Gotta get that order of operations down. Get those. Pick up the money before it disappears. If below 30 or 50% health, start fights with 3 spell power and haste. Yeah, okay, there's no reason not to take it. Fire pushing shots in adjacent rows until you move. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's a really good upgrade for it because it hits twice, so it'll double the bonus damage. But I don't need it because it doesn't fit my deck at all. Moving on, I've got 326 gold, or coins, or whatever the currency is. I messed that one up. Sorry, I can't save you. I don't want to take that damage. It does a lot of damage. Fire a piercing laser and add a jam. I do have jam, and it costs no mana, so it doesn't clutter my deck too bad. Moving on. What do you got? Mana regen, 10 defense whenever you summon something. I don't. While below 20 shield, regenerate shield. Mana potion, catch this to restore 2 mana. Eternity Cannon is a really good spell if you have a flow deck. I do not have any flow cards. So I'm gonna skip that one, unfortunately. But I will buy... I think I'll buy a refresh first, see if I can get something better. 50% chance to launch a missile that deals weapon damage when I use my weapon basically just means a 50% chance to get a bonus attack that guarantees a hit. So that's pretty good for me. Then the mana gem for extra mana, and I'll buy an upgrade. And what do I upgrade here? I think I upgrade... Absorb costs the most, so it could be good to reduce the cost potentially. Deck Shield, if I got one that reduced the cost on that, that would be nice. Hailstorm cost reduction would be good. Jam Slam cost reduction, but I can't afford that. Skewer double cast would be really nice. I think I'm going for Absorb, because that's one of the higher cost cards in the deck, and if I get bonus damage on it, it could be good. No, wait. Hailstorm. Hailstorm has the most potentially good ones. Restore half mana cost, 25% chance to leave fire on a hit, or gain a flow. I think I've got enough mana regeneration, right? I've got 1 mana regen per second, so that's not going to help me too much. Instead, I'll go for the one that applies flames, because I have a lot of fire cards. Okay. Now we move on. I can't wait to show off this boss fight. It's so good. There we go. Mostly clean. Mostly clean. I don't want any of those. Alright, this boss fight is my favorite. You gotta follow the beat, step on the right tiles, because she fires an unavoidable attack, and each tile you step on properly gives you a little bit of shield. And if you step on all the right tiles, you might even be left with a little bit of shield. There we go. I'm gonna have so much shields! There we go! There we go! Music bosses are amazing. I love Violet so much. Oh, and her design is really good. Okay. Spare you. I'm gonna move on. So, the choice is between fighting the ice boss last or the turret boss last, and I think I'm gonna fight turret boss last. I did like it. Thank you. Her theme is my favorite song in the OST by a lot. Oof. I'm trying not to hit that thing, because I don't want to deal with it. There we go. Crypt of the Necrodancer is also very good. I'm gonna play that at some point, but I don't know when. I'll let you know. Twinferno could be nice, but I don't really want to clutter my deck too much, so I think I'm gonna just move on. If I go the top route, I can hit the mini-boss before going to the shop, maybe, but I think I want to go bottom route to potentially get that heal. Oh yeah, have to remember to do this. There we go. Now I get a lot of heals. And now Jam Shield is actually good, because it's just free shields and a jam that'll power up my Jam Slam. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. I love all the little references on these cards too. They're so nice. What other references do we have in here? Some say you can dodge lasers. Sparky, Sparky, boom! I have watched Avatar. It's a good show. It's really nice. Praise the sun. This song is a reference, or this is a reference to a song, a really old one, with a guy that has a very deep voice. If you have max mana, draw a spell. I don't know what that's a reference to. Slam Jam. That's it. So far. I haven't had enough time to watch all of your Earth media, but like, I've watched a lot of animated stuff. I might be able to tank it if I can get this. There we go. Nope, I did not tank it. I tanked most of it. 25% chance to fire a laser when you cast a spell. I cast a lot of spells. I don't care about that. It looks fun, but standing still is a death sentence. Undertow is really, really strong, especially to double cast it, but I don't have a flow deck, so I don't really want that. So we're gonna skip that and move on. There we go. That was pretty clean. Okay, let's see. Blizzard applies frost. It consumes, gives me additional health, and a 25% chance to hit twice. So that won't clutter my deck too much, but it does cost a lot. Tri-Shot is only good if you have a lot of Trinity cards or a really small deck. And unfortunately, this one's a consume, which means it's basically useless because I'll never get Trinity. This one has a 25% chance to apply Frost, so that could be nice, but I kind of like how the deck is flowing at the moment. So I'm just gonna remember to spacebar and then skip that. Spells that cost 4 or more mana restore 1 mana. I wish I had known that before I chose, because that would be nice for Hailstorm and for some of the higher cost ones that I don't have. So maybe not that helpful for me right now. I'll take the mana gem. Take a second to hydrate. I could actually use the heal. And he gives me an item as well. Sorry. Okay. I can block that. Oh wow, that deals 300? I can still block it. It's okay. Restore 1 mana when you get hit. I don't want to get hit, but if I do, that'll be good. Deals damage of the other slot spell. That's really good if you can get very high damage cards and then switch bait to throw it out. Diamond ring cards are cards that give you benefits while they're in one of your 2 cast slots. But otherwise they're pretty weak. There is one that's really good. And Shattersaw... I've never seen this one before. Deals 60 damage to 3 enemies and it pierces. That's actually pretty good, but I don't think I want that. So I will move on. And you know what? I'm going to change one of my anima focuses to a double lift focus for Jam. Celicy is going to be rough. Ow. Especially if I mess up my timing. That attack is rough. Because you gotta remember where she's hit. Whoop, whoop. You gotta remember the order they come out and also time the dodge properly. I barely saw that one. That was hard. Ow. Ow. You thought there was a lot going on earlier? Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Ow, ow. There we go. You saw how much damage I took that game. Her late game spells are really hard to dodge. It's a memory game at high speed. I'm gonna go for that heal. Give me the heal. I need it really bad. Okay. Last stage, and I think I have one boss left. There we go. There we go. Okay, moving on. I don't want that. I don't want Undertow. I don't want Virus Spell. Virus Spell is really fun if you build around it, but I do not have time for that. This spell duplicates itself and just fills your entire deck with Virus Spell. The turret boss, yes. It's gonna be challenging because she's gonna be placing turrets on my side of the field as well as hers. I have a chance for a shop, so I'm gonna go this way. Maybe get some more money. There we go. What did I get? Heal HP equal to number of spells in your deck at the start of a fight. And then Jam Cannon. Jam Cannon fires a shot for every jam in the deck. But it's a consume spell, so it's not really going to help. I don't really want any of those, even though they could all be good in certain situations. Can the game stop trying to give me PK Fire, please? I killed the healer. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Don't really want any of those, so I'll move on. Next is the mini-boss. There we go. This deck is really doing good. Paper Wallet's just gonna give me more money. I don't have any more than one spell that costs 4. So, yeah. I don't think I need the heal. I'm just gonna go for this one. Got it. That one's worth a decent amount. I think I get something good from that. Shoots for 2 damage whenever you move. Ever play FFR? Is that like Fight Revolution? None of those are really helpful for me. Moving on to the shop. Hazel. Hazel, what you got? I don't need it. Say, okay, Rescue Badge would have been very good at the start of the run. Right now, it's not very helpful. Mana Jam adds jams to my deck and gives me 0.3 mana regen. This card is so incredibly good. This artifact. It is so good. Time to buy a couple upgrades, and let's see what I can get. I think I want... to upgrade... Combust? Because if I can get the double cast one, that would be very strong. Yes. Thank you for giving me something I wanted for the first time this run. Upgrade. Let's see. Let's do Absorb and hope for the reduced cost. 25% chance to apply Frost, apply Fragile on hit, 25% chance to hit twice. That would mean 2 chances to catch a shield and 240 damage on 3 mana. That's really good value. So, you know, not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. I don't have any more chances to buy things, so I might as well. Let's refresh the stock and see what I can get. 25% chance to deal a Frost Explosion whenever I deal Frost damage. Okay, and the mana regen is nice. And that's all I really need. I've gotten some very good stuff. Time for the second to last boss. Second to last? Yes. No turrets. No turrets. There we go. Gotta move back fast enough. Those turrets explode when you hit them. They shoot at you. but I need to tank the damage. There we go. And now I will spare you to get that last heal before the final boss. This one's gonna be the hard one. I shouldn't have let you live. You were an ass. There we go. I'm getting some decent damage out on her. Come on, laser beams. I think I might win this run. This is one of the easier run types to win, and Anima is a very easy deck type to win with. Not to say that I'm bad or anything, I am very good, but, you know. Whew. Whenever you hear that loud noise, that means you've just done a ton of damage. There we go. Oh, yep. But... everyone you spare comes in to save your life. Unless you already... Oh! I meant to spare her, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tara. You're an ass, but okay, well, that's one ending. Whoops. Oh my goodness. I forgot I had the artifact that shoots when I move. So when I backed up to just move around and have some fun, I wound up killing her instead. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm gonna let the credits roll the first time, and then on future runs I will skip it, because I want people to see the developers and everyone who is involved creating this game, because it is genuinely a really good game, and like, this is my first run. I've only just gotten started showing you what sorts of things you can do in this. And, you know, the amount of effort and time that was put in is just phenomenal. So I want to thank the developers for making such a good game and for, you know, bringing back one of my favorite game types in just this phenomenal, replayable roguelike game. It's really good. You should all definitely go give it a try. Go get it on Steam, like ASAP, or I think it might be on Switch, I don't know. Whatever system you have, it's definitely worth it. You thought I was done? You thought that was the end of my run? No, no, that was just the start. This is the most important part. I have to kill all of the names. That was not the last reference, that was the first of many references. Yeah, that's right, they brought back all of my favorite things about Battle Network, the battle system and all that, and then they also went and brought back the kill the credits sequences from Super Smash Bros. Melee. I am kind of running this on autopilot because I am just absolutely focused on spamming my spells. Here we go. Did I get rid of Jam Slam somehow? I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe it's a consume. Or maybe I just press it without thinking while I'm spamming my spells out. That's possible. There it is. Woo! Solar Beam, Solar Beam. Get that frost out. Solar Beam. Jams, jams, Solar Beam. I have so many Solar Beams. I do not have enough, though. I need to cast it more. I am sorry for everyone's earbuds, but that was necessary. Those credits got what they deserved, okay? Okay, so that's my first run clear, and I unlock a whole bunch of stuff because I did beat the game. I got Terra, Shiso, Violet, Celicy, Hazel, Celicy's Holiday Skin, and Saffron's Witch Skin. So every boss that you kill after stage 3 is unlocked. How do you unlock Shopkeeper? We'll figure that out. I'll show you sometime. I'm not gonna stop here. I'm gonna do another run at the very least. And I think... Who do I play, though? Also, Witch Saffron is one of my favorite skins. I'm definitely gonna use that. Celicy has a very, very, very top-tier skin, like S++. I do like the snow skin, though. It is very cute. Hazel can be fun, but her builds are very strange. Terra's all about tile destruction stuff, which I don't really enjoy much. Shiso is very all-in on his weapon, and Violet has some unique mechanics. So Celicy's decks are mostly based on Anima and Phalanx. Her artifact gives her 40 shield at the start of every fight, which is really good for survivability. And her weapon deals damage and restores mana per frost stack on the target, but it removes their frost. So you gotta balance between either applying frost to the enemy for damage or using Snowpiercer to deal... Oh, actually, no, you don't need to balance damage at all. Snowpiercer deals bonus damage and restores mana for every stack. So if the enemy has 2 stacks, you'll deal 170 damage total and get 2 mana back. The only downside is her weapon costs a mana to use, unlike Saffron, who can just spam it forever. Hazel's is a build-focused one on this one. So you'll hit the tile in front, giving it spell power so it deals bonus damage. And then also shields to make it live longer. Terra, she gets mana regen for every broken tile, and then her attack breaks a tile and deals damage. Shiso doesn't get an artifact because his weapon is like an artifact in itself. You deal damage equal to half the money you've collected, and when you shoot it, you lose 3 money. But if you kill something, you get 10 instead. It's got a really slow firing rate. It winds up for a second before shooting it, so you gotta be cautious about your timing. But you can get some really high damage shots off with that. And Violet, you deal 40 damage to get a 100 health shield. If you use Iron Will, it deals 200 damage and then gives the target a shield. So if you kill him first, it's actually just free damage. Frostbite applies frost to the target, and if you have Fragile, it applies 3 stacks, dealing 150. And Mana Steal gives you Trinity on cast, deals 120 damage, and if you hit, it refunds its own cost. Her artifact gives you spell power equal to half the fragile stacks you have, and her weapon does different things depending on where you move. So you cast it, and then you move either up, down, left, or right. If you move back, that is left, you'll get a 60 health shield. If you move up, I think gives you Trinity, down gives you Fragile, and right is just an attack. I'm actually going to play Violet next because I really enjoy her. Her alternate outfit is also very good, so hopefully I can unlock it here. I'm just building up a shield so I can do Corset to get even more shield, and then I'll kill that. Add 2 kunai to your deck at the start of the battle. Kunai consume and deal damage in a line. They'll only hit one thing. Survival Kit gives you shield for every spell in your deck at the start of a fight. I already have a good way to get shield, so that's not super useful. I'll take Knife Belt instead. And then Adaptive Armor doesn't hurt. I think I want to go for a kunai deck, since I've already gotten a decent amount of it. So I'll go Phalanx for shield at the beginning, and then Slash Pick for kunai. And then out of these, I don't really want anything, because I'm not going to have jams. I'm not going to have high damage spells, I'm going to have kunais. And then Shield Gen can give shields to the enemy and clutter up your field and make it harder to dodge. So I'm not going to go for that. I am going to skip the rewards this time. And we'll go top lane and try to go for the mini boss's bonus health, or bonus rewards. There we go, our first kill. Let's get some Trinity stacks and double cast this. There we go. Fire 3 kunai and teleport to the inverse tile. Fire a shot and raise its damage for the rest of the fight. Or fire. I think I want the kunai one, That can be used to dodge, I just have to be careful about where I cast it from. Also, yeah, okay, so it fires from the space you were in. And then I want Mana Vein to give me more regen, because Kunai cost mana. There we go. Okay, standing still applies fragile, so what does moving down do? Oh, that gives you regen, mana regen. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like starting to remember what all of these spells and abilities do, and figuring out how to combine them to get some really good things going. Let's see. I'll get some shield going, and then take you out. There we go. Okay. I'm like starting to remember how all this works. I don't have any ways to give someone fragile, so I'm gonna go for undershirt instead. Gain 20 shield when you shuffle, poison ticks faster. That would be really good for a poison deck, but I'm not making one of those. So I'm gonna go for mana gen. And then I don't want the shop now. I don't have enough money for it, so I'll go here instead and get the bonus luck. There we go. I was able to save the hostage, but it doesn't really do much for me, so, you know, eh. Slice does 80 damage and applies 40 poison, but it's very hard to hit. So I think I'm gonna skip that one. Hired Gun would be nice if I had, Shiso. It's still 100 damage for one hit, but if it doesn't kill, then I lose money for casting it, so I think I'm gonna skip it. Okay, let's see. Gonna move on to Gunner first. Just gonna clear away that. Gunner, could you stop? Come back, there we go. There we go, come on, come on. Let's get rid of that. And get some shields back. Avoid this. He's a lot slower in the first fight, so that's a lot easier to deal with for me. I'm gonna spare you and move on. Let's go for the, let's go for Terra, hopefully, first. There we go. Easy first kill. Easy first kill. Blade Bay. I don't really want any of that. I'm looking for kunai cards. Let's see. We'll go top row to get some money. Get some shield. Get fragile so I can apply frost. We'll hit you. Hit you again. Get out of here. Okay. That's a consume. I don't really want that. Step slash with a 25% chance to hit twice isn't terrible, and I could really use some damage spells right now. Get out of here. And you gotta kill that one quickly or it'll respawn. And nobody wants that. Here we go. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Double take adds kunai to the deck. Gain 3 spell power, but lose 300 max HP. That'll put me at 600, which is very, very low. The spell power is worth it, but I don't have a lot of multi-hit cards, so it might not be that great for this one. Max mana is nice, but I don't have any reason to take it right now, and Mining Rig this early would be very good for Bitcoin, because here we go. Get rid of you. Let me get some Trinity stacks so I can fire this puppy off twice. There we go. Didn't take any damage, so I'm good to go. Let's get some bonus money going. Everyone's still here? Having fun? This is a very good game. I suggest picking it up, like, ASAP. I'm not being, like... I mean, I don't have an audience, so of course I'm not being sponsored, but, you know, it's worth it. It's a good game, and you really should get it if you have the opportunity. Come on, gimme... Thank you. Gimme the money. Aw, thank you, Nav. I see you around a lot during Wakraya streams, and it's really nice to see familiar faces. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Bouncing Blade is really good. I'll pick that up and go to the next one. Let's get some early mana. Get some Trinity. Fragile to apply hold stacks. Oh! I was not careful. At least I only took 1 damage instead of like a billion. Bouncing Blade is really good as long as you can hit stuff. Apply Fragile on hit. That's the first time I've gotten a Fragile application on an enemy. And I have a lot of high damage stuff, so that could be nice. Let's move on. Terra time. Is it Terra time? I think it's Terra time. Two stacks of Trinity. gonna hit you twice because I hate you. There we go. Oh, that's okay, Taber. Is that how you pronounce that? I hope that's how you pronounce that. Otherwise, that would be very embarrassing. Ow. I don't like that combo because it makes it very unpredictable. I just remembered, per shield, the weapon left, Tabor. Okay, I'll remember that. The back left one only gives you shields up to 60. If you already have shields, you can't get any more. You used to be able to, but you can't anymore because it was broken. It's not, but like I want to be able to pronounce people's usernames correctly. Plus, I see you around a lot, like, elsewhere, so it would be nice to know. I need to break this. Alright, there we go. That is very spammable against certain enemies. Start battles with full mana, that'll speed me up. Hit enemies in an X and apply Fragile. Minimum required level 14 Magician. I don't know what that's a reference to either. This game has a lot of references, and I don't get all of them. Ellie's been doing a good job trying to catch me up on your Earth memes, but I still don't understand all of it perfectly. I'm just gonna stand here. There we go. I can just tank the attacks and not even worry about it. Level up, spells that cost no mana give 1 flow. That's really good in a flow deck, which I don't have. Mana Vein time. Nice. Gain 40 defense for 3 seconds. That would be good for stuff that deals damage to myself, but I don't have anything that I would need. I have Corset, but I can already give myself a shield. Soul Link could be fun, but it's really hard to set up and make it work properly. So I'm just gonna move on. Like that. Come on. Okay. I'm glad I was able to get rid of that stronger boss quickly. Get out of here with that. So, I don't have a jam deck this time, but honestly, the 0.3 mana regen is just so much that it's worth having 3 jams in your deck. Like, you may as well take it. It's not going to change all that much. I don't need to go top route, but I think I'm going to do it anyway because I want to hit the shop. And I can get some extra luck. So that's nice. Shopkeeper, what do you have for me? I need your strongest potions. Gain 2 spell power. That would be better in a different deck. I mean, I do have kunai. That is a fair point. I'll buy Convergence and then refresh the stock. Let's refresh it again, hope for something good. No? No. I'll get the max mana and 2 upgrades. The first upgrade is going towards double take. Kunais plus 1. That's 3 kunais. It's good. And then focus if I can get double cast on that. Double cast, first one. Thank you. Reva time. Let's see. Come on, Reva. She actually catches those and reflects them at you. I'm good as long as I sit there. Whoops. Don't ask me how I'm dodging most of that. I don't even know. Get out of here. Alright, I took a lot of damage, so I'm going to go for the heal. I mean, I am going for that kind of run anyway. So let's go for Shiso next, I hope. The world could use more heroes. You can't handle my potions, Traveler. They're much too strong for you. There we go. It is all instinct. Like, this game, you gotta play for a while to learn how everything works before you start getting really good at it and timing things right. I'm gonna go for shields up. It's just 40 shield, 1 mana, it's a solid card. I don't need the heal, I don't have frost or poison or fire. I'm gonna skip that reward. And then I think I'm actually going to remove Frostbite from my deck because it requires too much thought, and it's the only thing in my deck that requires me to apply Fragile to myself. Which I don't really care about, so I'm gonna get rid of that. The rest of this deck is okay as is, though. I'm gonna go top route for the mini-boss. There we go. Gotta think about how I approach this one. There we go. Got it. Okay, Forte is ridiculous. Forte is ridiculous. I'm taking it. That's 150 shield, and it's gonna restore half the mana it costs. If it didn't have Consume, it would be way, way, way better. But it has Consume because 1 mana for 150 shield, or okay, 3 mana for 150 shield is a pretty good deal. Especially if you can double cast it. Bye, doggy. I'm sorry. I don't want to have to catch stuff to get a shield. That one... No, I don't want any of that. It's not really all that useful to me. Do I have enough shield sources? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm good. I'll switch that to slash Vic and hope for more stuff. Boss fight. Wow, I really just did that wrong, huh? Come on. I missed. Get some Trinity. Hit you a bunch. I like kunai a lot because there's some artifacts that make kunai decks stronger. They'll like reduce the cost of kunai or make them apply poison on hit. Gain 20 shield when you cast a jam, and I get 3 jams for free at the start of every fight, so maybe I will go jam. Maybe I'll go jam instead of a second slash pick. The game is trying to tell me something. What do you got for me? Poison damage applies fragile? Meh. Apply link at random? Meh. 3 max mana? Eh. 1 max? Could be good. I think I will refresh the stock and get the mana regen and the upgrade, and then I'll just move on. Can I get something nice on, say, Mana Steal, because it costs so much? 1 mana, half the damage. Restore half the mana cost instantly anyway. Neither of those is great, but Mana Steal Y is a little bit better, I think. Okay, moving on. I am just gonna tank this. And it only fires 1 shot. They're trying to give me flow cards to entice me, but I'm not going to switch up to flow this late in the game. Hey, sorting is my deal. Back off, buddy. Yeah, if that hits you, he shuffles your deck and adds a jam to it. Little does he know, that actually makes my deck stronger. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. I don't want to fight Chiso late, because he gets really rough when you fight him late. Each of those adds a jam to your deck too. His whole deal is that he tries to like mess up your deck. Okay, some shield, more shields. I don't care if you give me jams, buddy. I've got the shields to survive anything you throw at me. Get that. I don't want that one to hit me, because I think it just does straight up damage. Whoops. Get some kunai going. There we go. That went pretty smooth. No, jams have consume by default, so once you cast them, they get removed from your deck. So unless you have a way to continue getting jams, they won't come back. Which is good if you're not built around jams, and bad otherwise. I think I'm going to go for Celisay next, because I've already taken out the big threats. Oh, that dealt damage to me? I must have gotten hit by something without thinking. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oops, I killed the heal. Uh-oh. Okay. That's really strong if you have a way to get up close to the opponent, but I don't. So I'm not going to do shotgun. Step Pierce removes all shield from the targets, which could be nice, but I don't really want it. It's not going to fit in my deck. 10% chance to duplicate a consume card when you cast it. So, second breakfast time. If I get a deck with Jam Slam, and I can cast Jam Slam one hit every jam I cast, this gives me a chance to duplicate those jams, and the kunai. Kunai consume too. This is a kunai jam deck. Oh, I just thought of that. That's going to make this very, very strong. You actually do have to kill those crystals to count as having defeated the enemies. I don't need poison. I don't need that because I don't have flow. I don't need that because I don't break tiles. So I'm going to skip those and move on. Get out of here. Okay. Limit Break is really good if you have ways to increase your max mana, but I don't, so I'm not taking it. There are builds where you focus on building up your max mana as much as possible, and then you cast a double cast Limit Break and just absolutely wreck everything. But I'm not going for that. So, that's better on characters like Gunner, maybe. I would like you to stop filling my side of the field with things. Such a good soundtrack. I get lost in that. Pet Puppy would be really good if I had a lot of close range stuff, but I don't. So I'm gonna do the Luck Box instead. That'll just ramp up my run a little bit. Make things harder, but also more rewarding. There we go. We got the kill. And now let's get the money. Money, 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 money. Card Thrower. Deal 20 damage when you consume a card. When you consume a card. When... Where is it? Jams, 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 jams. When you consume a card. I need more stuff that adds jam to my deck. But I also want to keep my kunai stuff going. So, very, very, very good. That is dangerous. That is incredibly dangerous. If you cast it and then hit it yourself, it'll just murder you very fast. It's good for some setups. Don't do it willy-nilly. You will regret it. Get out of here. There we go. Hydrate. Oh. As fearless in death as he was in life. Let's see. Outbreak tiles. I'm gonna go for the max mana. She's a lot easier if you fight her early and she doesn't have that. Whoops. There we go. Now she teleports to all of those and hits them. And execute. There we go. What did that do again? I forgot. We're gonna move on. Where we go? Turret Lady or Gunner? Or, oh, Saffron. I gotta take out Saffron early. I forgot about that. She gets hard. That was a good setup. Okay. Add 2 jam and apply fragile on hit, and it hits 3 times. That does amazing damage. Yes! Railgun is one of the best jam spells in the game. Okay. What does Guillotine do again? Execute targets with 300 health or less. Okay, I'll remember that. I'm going up because I want to hit the shop. There we go. None of those are necessary. Moving on. I might switch out Slash Pick for the second double lift and hope that I get the better double lift cards. At least for now. From StarCraft and What is SMT? I've seen people mentioning it a lot, but I don't remember. Oh wait, Shin Megami Tensei, isn't it? That's what it is. Shot damage equals current mana. That wouldn't be bad. I don't want to increase shuffle time, so I'm going to go for blue bullets. I think. I don't have any way to increase it, though. But it's going to deal 120 damage. No, it doesn't fit the deck. I shouldn't. You gotta be very careful not to take stuff that looks appetizing just because it seems like it could be fun. Let's see. Get that fragile going. There we go. Gain 3 luck. I don't need the mana regen. I can already regen my mana like that. Let's hit the shop. Mana regen. 10% chance to launch a missile when something hits an enemy. Let's restock. We'll restock one more time. Heal when you take a spell. Hit 5 tiles and add a kunai. That's not bad. I'll go for the extra regen and a couple upgrades. And we will upgrade... Guillotine wouldn't be a bad choice, but I think I'm gonna upgrade... Iron Will, no. It already costs nothing, so I'd be wasting a lot if it gets that one. Magic Claw for double cast could be good. Shields Up for double cast or reduced cost would be good. I'm gonna do one on Magic Claw. Bonus 40 damage, but minus 10 damage every time it hits. Gain 10 shield. And a 25% chance to hit twice. I'm gonna do Magic Claw J, I think that was. Yeah. And then we'll do Shields Up, just a solid spell to upgrade. Double cast and mana cost. That's not bad. That was a very easy one to beat. When you have Fragile, gain mana regen. Okay, well now I can apply Fragile to myself and just have way better regen constantly. Gain a Trinity. If it's full, gain shield equal to the damage of the spell in the other slot. Okay, I'll take it. Deal 10 bonus damage whenever a hit deals 40 or more. How much do kunai deal? 30. So they're not actually going to trigger Power Shard, which is what you really want. They used to, but they nerfed it because kunai decks were too strong. Let's go Mana Gem. More mana's never, like, terrible. You're gonna recognize some of these. She actually casts a lot of spells that the player has access to. I gotta be careful not to hit the doll, because it will murderize me. Gain a 200 health shield. Get some spell power going. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ooh, that's a good combo. And she gets her once per fight regen, so that makes it rough. Alright, but I did take her down relatively easily. We'll move on. Which means, am I fighting Hazel last again? They do! Execute that one. Reduce the next shuffle time by 1 second and consume. That's not great. If it didn't have consume, then it would be good. But otherwise, no. Bling. Cast the other spell slot and consume it, and then gain a flow. And it also double casts. I don't want that. It could mess up my deck really bad. I'm going top lane to go for the boss, but I think I'm gonna start with the hazard since it might give me more money. Whoops. Whoops. This is turning out to be a little bit rough. There we go. That did a lot better. Oh wow. That's very upgraded and very strong. Hit all tiles diagonally from you, add a jam to your deck, adds 2 extra shots, and restores half the mana cost and adds 4 extra shots, so it hits an additional 6 times. For a ton of damage. If I can position that right, it'll be good. And even if I can't, it'll add jams to my deck, which I can consume to get shields and bonus damage. There we go. That went pretty well. Fire beam until you move, but it deals half damage. And a 25% chance to hit twice, so that's really, really bad. Fire missiles root them and apply fragile on hit. That could be good for setting up other stuff, but I don't really want it. I have other cards that are higher priority. I should have been focusing on you earlier. At least I have a ton of shield. Die. Thank you. 2/2. Deal 100 damage nearby when you shuffle. Or get money. I'm gonna get money because we have a shopkeeper in our near future. I think. If I remembered to do that properly. Get all the money. Lose 25% instead of 40% of your shield when you shuffle. That's really good because I build a lot of shields. Jam cannon. Yes, please. Yes, please. Now I just need jam slam. Will you sell me jam slam? No? No? Poison, mana. Apply frost after frost is dealt. No. I'm gonna buy that and restock 2 kunai and gain 50 shield. Gain 10 defense. Lose 0.3. Gain a max mana. We gotta do counter strike and refresh. And I haven't been getting what I wanted, so let's go for the upgrade. And we'll upgrade counter strike. Bonus 20 shield is solid. That's 70 shield whenever I cast it. Moving on to Hazel. Let's deal a lot of damage to you. Whoop. You gotta kill those very quickly or they will just build up forever. Like this. Because she kind of does that. Let's see. We'll go here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hazel is a boss that requires you to think a little bit more. Okay, what do I got? Hazel, girl, will you stop? Gotcha! You got the guillotine. I did take a lot of damage at the end there, though. I'm gonna spare you, go to the last boss, and please heal me. Please heal me. Thank you very much. Alright, take 2. Please don't kill her this time. I'm gonna be very careful. I did not do that right. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Could you stop? Ow. 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 I don't know how to fight that one. Oh, like this. Okay. Let's get some shields going. Ow! Ow. Get some of the shields back. Stop! There we go. Okay, now don't even touch my keyboard. I have to not mess this up. I can't believe I got the ending where I killed her first. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I'm letting you live. Because I'm dumb like that. Come on. That's ending number 2. There's, I think, one more ending, and then there's one that's not an ending, but it's for really, really long runs. Let's see, if I unlocked one of the new characters or a new build loadout, I might try that. Do another run before finishing the stream. Let's skip that. There we go. Okay, what did I unlock? Hydrate, yes, thank you. Ooh, I unlocked some spells. Alright, I got Reva. I got the Rock Band skin! That's the best one for Violet. I think it's the only one for Violet, but it's good. Sarah Cannon, really, really good for Shinso. And Explosion! You really should have distributed your stat points more evenly. Guitar! Look at that skin, it's so good, and it changes the sound that she makes when you use her weapon, too. It's really good. I think... I don't have Gunner yet. I have to fight Gunner later in the run to get his. Reva's kit is all about shields. You get a shield whenever you move. Your weapon reflects an attack for a short duration. And you have a shield catch potion to catch it and get shields. You have Diagonal Beam to fire diagonally and do a lot of damage. You have Shield Beam, which gives you shields when it hits. And the important one that I skipped over to say for last, Shield Throw. You throw all of your shield. If it hits, it'll bounce back, and you can catch it to get your shields back. So, I'm gonna do Shield Reva, I think. Unless I do Celicy. Celicy would be fun. Plus, I want to unlock her alternate skin. I'm doing this one because the skin unlock is going to be wonderful. I did that wrong. There we go. So you might be wondering what I was doing just there. Yeah, I'll pick that up, and if I wind up getting any. Gain 30 shield and a spell power until the end of the battle when you kill someone. Okay, that's good. Catch this to gain a shield. You know, I don't dislike that. It's fine. So. Important details. This one, these two are the important parts of the kit. Fate Shield gives you 200 shield, but when the line touches an enemy, or even like an object or something, you'll lose that shield. And Zenith throws a an explosion at your current location that can hit you and do 150 damage. But you can see in the text down there, use right before dashing. What does that mean? Well, as you can see, my attack is a dash that sends me forward, and I move forward 3 steps and hit the space 4 steps ahead. So, if I use this right before dashing, it'll register the spell cast as I am on the enemy's square. And that'll cause it to launch in the enemy's side of the field instead of mine. You can do the same thing. I thought you could do the same thing with that, but I guess not. Oh well. I don't need to dodge that one, it's just like instinct. I think I want to focus on Anima, and let's do a Flow one, because Flow and Anima have a little bit of interaction. I've already got some shield gen. You know what? Let's do Phalanx first until I get a couple more shield cards, and then we'll go Hearth, and I'll show you what Flow stuff does. It does a lot. Die, please. There we go. Okay. That does a lot of damage, but the fact that it consumes is not great. Rest is kind of meh. Yeah, it's a free heal. This is a roguelike. Heals are good. But the anchor and the freeze make it very, very, very hard to use. Trirag. If I had Trinity, I would pick it up, but I don't. And also it consumes itself when I cast. So that's not super great. You don't want to consume Trinity spells. They are the worst things to consume. Apply Fragile when frost damage is dealt, or get bonus mana. I really like that one. So... frost damage actually bypasses the normal restriction on defense. I think it affects your health directly. Oh, I want Dex Shield, but Coldstone is an amazing spell. Emlyn, hi! Nice to see you drop in. Let's see. Whoop, I got enough shield to avoid it though, so that's not terrible. Cold Stone deals a lot of damage. Give structures 5 spell power. I don't have structures. I'm going for the defense. Next artifact, what do I get? I'm going to go for the max mana. I'm not doing fire, actually, now that I think about it, because my weapon moves me into the enemy's space, and I don't want to deal fire damage to myself. That would be very not poggers. I'm going down here. Did you just do that to me? Can't believe you just did that to me. Oh yeah, he'll revive if I don't kill him. Which he did. Oof. Die. Thank you. Okay. That would be amazing, but I don't want to burn myself. So I'm moving on. Hate it when it's not poggers. Up, 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 Nope, you can't trick me. Do that cold medicine. There we go. Got it. I want fracture because I need flow. See, I'm going for shields and it's giving me all the flow stuff already. Delta would be really good if I had Trinity stuff, but I don't, and I'm not going for it, so I'm going max mana. So, I explained earlier, but flow, as it says here, if you have at least one flow, you'll trigger it when you trigger the special effect when you cast it. And then all the flow cards will give you 2 flow on casting because you lose 1 whenever you cast a spell. So basically, the more flow cards you have in your deck, the better your deck gets. Fracture fires twice if you have flow when you cast it. Coldstone casts Frostbolt, which will apply cold stacks, which my deck interacts with. So, I gotta remember that I can do that. My weapon deals bonus damage if the enemy has cold stacks on them. Up, down, up. Get you out of the way. I will double cast this. A lot of damage. What do I got? Give you some frost. There we go. For the kill. I'm gonna spare you because her passive benefit is that if you ever get reduced to 0, she will actually save your life and heal you a bit if you catch the heal. So that's very, very beneficial. Why am I specifying why I'm keeping her? Because I'm not going for the same run type that I've been going for. I was going for the peaceful run. But this time I'm not going peaceful. This time I'm going unpeaceful. Come on. There we go. Getcha. Okay. Gain 2 flow and it pulls the enemy back and hits a bunch of times. It's really good. Peace was never an option. If you're wondering, I can see your messages before they pop up. Oh, I should pay attention. Because people are doing stuff. There we go. Give me all those heals. Please watch the stream, yes. I will try. I cannot promise anything. Gain 150 shield, consume, and gain a flow. That's not bad. Yeah, if you didn't notice, some upgrades will actually add flow to cards that don't have it, so that lets your flow deck run a little bit better. Do I have enough shields now? I've got 1, 2, 3 shield sources. Shield, Catch, Fate, Shield, and Forte. I think I want 1 more. Ow. For situations like that. There we go. Come up here, please. Just throw. I'm not gonna throw. Fire 2 kunai and gain 50 shield. I'll do that. I may have hit myself. Nope. It lived. I lived. There we go. Hit you twice, and we're good. We're good. When I shuffle, gain 2 flow. More flow is good. More flow is very good. Mana regen, 4 spell power, but 1 fragile. Honestly, Glass Cannon is really good. I'm gonna take that. 4 spell power is 4 extra damage every spell. Let's go for the chest. I don't know if I'm gonna get the chest because I didn't get any good damage sources early on. Oh, I got it. I don't know how I got it. Gain 20 shield when you shuffle. There we go, 3 frost. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Is she gonna die to that? I don't think so. Okay, she lived. Not that it mattered, I was already at full health, it wasn't a big deal. Gain 30 shield for each flow you have, and gain a flow. So, Barrier is gonna be my last shield card, and it's not even a Phalanx card. So, wow. Here we go. Phalanx, go to Hearth now. Hazel time. Yeah, that's right, we're fighting you early. I'm doing that to get rid of the turrets. Let's hit you. Cold medicine, get some shields. Hit you. Get rid of that. Break that. Get some more shields. Get some more flow. My mana regen is very weak right now. There we go. I need to get some regen ASAP. Gotcha. Okay, what do you give me? Every once in a while you'll cast a turret. Eh. Bye-bye. Now I haven't taken the peaceful option. What will this do? I wonder. I wonder indeed. Gain 4 money when you take a spell. I'm going to be taking a lot of spells because I don't have a lot of stuff yet. Money sources are always good. Why is it just you? That was a very weak encounter. Nope, don't care about any of those. I want Frost and I want, what else did I want? Flow. Frost and Flow. I'm gonna go this way first. Maybe I'll get an artifact or something. No, you literally do not matter to me. But it's okay, I'll save you anyway. Break and throw tiles above and below, gain 2 flow. It does a lot of damage, but I don't know. Fissure, crack all tiles in front and push enemies aside, gain 2 flow. Eh. And they do good damage, but they're not the flow cards that I want. I actually kind of already have the flow cards that I want. I just need to focus on getting my damage up. Ooh, I just stood there for that on accident. Die, please. Die, please. Thank you. Chuck is equal to current mana. I don't have anything to interact with that. It is a good spell, but it's not good enough for now. Mana regen, please. Do I have spells that cost 0? I do. I have a couple. Zenith and Cold Medicine would start to apply flow, which... I need Water Wheel. I can get mana regen often. That shows up all the time. As much as I need it now, I'm going to have it later. I'm not super concerned about it. There we go. And now I get double cast on that. I gotta be very careful. I'm gonna reload manually for the first time ever, because I don't want to break that thing open and fight what's inside. It's really fast and really hard to kill. Add kunai when you get hit. Kunai costs nothing, and it'll add flow. And I have spell power. Yeah, I'll take long sleeves. That's not terrible. Okay, hazard and then shop time. Bye-bye. 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 Apply Fragile on hit, and it applies Frost, and this is really good. Huh. Huh. I want Frost, but Rock Cycle is very enticing. There used to be a lot of infinites you could set up with that, and there's still... I think there might still be some. Fixed. Deck is fixed. I'm good. I got the mana regen. Gain 2 flow stacks when frost damage is dealt. Fire pushing shots in adjacent row until you move. Gain 1 flow on hit. Do you know how much flow that would give me? Yeah, I have to stand still for a little bit. But that's amazing. I'm actually going to get the max mana, because I want an upgrade, but I'm going to buy an upgrade, and I'm going to sell my limit. I only lose 2 max mana, which right now is 7. I can still cast everything I need, and I get an upgrade for it. I lose 2 max mana for a couple fights, so it's not actually that big a deal. 25% chance to apply Frost on hit is going to be good. Yeah, I'll do that. And then... Cold Stone's a good one to reduce the cost on or get a double. Oh, Fragile on hit would be very, very nice. I'll do that. Because it's a very high damage spell. There's my jams out. Get that shield catch. That's gonna provide so much shields. I didn't even think about that interaction. There we go. Okay, you occasionally break stuff, which, meh, and I'm already pretty close to high health, or max health, so... What's the most embarrassing way I can kill you? I think a kunai. Yeah. Fire shot 4 tiles away for every flow stack, and gain a flow on hit. Okay. Gain 2 max mana but lose max HP, or I'm gonna take the upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade Waterfall. I'm gonna show you something. River. Get a whole bunch of flow stacks. Waterfall. Fire shot for every flow stack, and gain a flow per hit. Those are gonna be my bread and butter. I don't need anything else. I'm set. Chance to apply Frost on hit. Yeah, let's do it. And we'll go for Shinso next. I don't know if it's gonna be Shinso. It could also be someone else. There we go. Waterfall used to fire a lot faster, so I was way more excited about it. But it's pretty good. Oh. 200 damage and it breaks tiles. That's not bad. It doesn't really fit the deck though, and I can't give it flow. What sources of fragile do I have? Coldstone, but that'll usually be hitting and affecting its own fragile, because it fires twice if I do it right. If I had more sources of fragile, I'd go for it, because that's 300 damage, but I'm gonna skip it. Okay, Shopkeeper's up top, Boss is up top. I want to go for the mini-boss. Whoop, whoop. There we go. There we go. Flawless. No, I don't want any of those. Let's get... Ooh, double edge. What's my defense right now? It's 2, right? That would make me take 2 extra damage, but all my spells would deal 2 extra damage. Or 4 extra. I think I just want... No, I'm going for it. Go big or go home. Let's get that heal. She died anyway, so I guess I'm just going to murder this thing and be done. I was at full health and I still got flawless, so I'm good. This, I normally wouldn't take it, but it can fix tiles, which is nice. And if I have flow, it's basically just +1 flow and 140 damage, so I'm gonna have a lot of flow very often. There we go. Get out of the way of that. Defense. Fix that. Now I'm back to normal damage per hit. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I didn't see that thing there. And then I went and shot it again anyway. Okay, I took a lot of unnecessary damage in that fight because I didn't see the self-defense turret. Oh. Okay, so, to recap, why am I excited about this? Because I have +8 spell power, so Virus Spell deals 28 damage instead of 20. It applies Fragile on hit, which means, assuming I get a bunch of these, it'll apply even more damage. Due to... Where is it? Due to Water Wheel, Virus Spells all give me flow, so it's not going to clutter my deck. And yeah, that's basically it. It's going to keep my flow constant. It's going to give me a lot of damage, and a lot of fragile. I did an oopsie and took poison, which my shields can't block, but it's okay because I still won. Don't want any of those. This is very good. This is a good spell, but I don't need it. Restore a mana when I deal frost damage. Or just mana regen. That's going to be more useful in general. Shiso. I've been calling him Shinso a lot. I'm sorry, Shiso. Kind of. I don't really care. There's my first virus spell. Second virus spell. Die from river. Die from kunais. That's embarrassing. Shiso gives you money every time you go to a campfire. So I'm actually going to spare him because he can be useful for my run. I say as I almost kill him on accident again by reflex. Let's do... Let's do hopefully Violet next. She gets increasingly dangerous at higher levels. I don't want to murderize myself. Uh-oh, I almost released the thing. I was so focused on what I almost did wrong. That I almost did more wrong. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm safe. Let's hit that. I might have to. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Problem with this enemy is he's fast at higher difficulties, and he does a lot of stuff that messes you up if you have a lot of enemies on the field. Frostbolt's not really gonna help my deck that much, so I'm gonna skip it. Hazard time. There we go. 50 shield. Okay, 70 shield at a jam, and it gives me a flow stack. Energizer would be nice if I had a small deck, but I don't. I think I'm gonna go for Jam Shield. More shield sources is good to have. I dodged that. We dodged those. I do not dodge those. There we go. Got a lot of shields. Nope, I'm good. Moving on. I'm gonna go up because I have the shot potential there. And think about it. Get out of here. Get that heal. Okay, 2 spell power. That's good to have. My deck already has a lot of spell power. I'm gonna have Virus Spell going. Tell me things. Regen. 10 shield when I consume a card. I'm gonna consume a lot of cards. Between jams and kunais. Which I didn't intend to have, I just happened to have them. Chance to deal a Frost Explosion. Hit a 3x3 area 4 tiles away, deal damage equal to twice your shield, but lose all of it. I'm considering it. Very dangerous. Do I dare? What do you all think? Do I buy Downfall? It's very risky. I have a good amount of sources. It will put me at the 20 mark, and I don't really want to go over that because I'm not going to be getting extra mana regen. But I have a lot of sources. Neff says do it. So if I can do Barrier plus River and Waterfall and build up my flow stacks, then I can get a lot of flow and a lot of shields really easily. I think I'd do it. Have mana regen for 2 fights. That would include the boss, and I'm not that... I don't have that much hubris. That is a funny image. That looked a lot cooler than it felt. Because I wasn't really thinking about it, I just kind of did it. Stop calling me Mall Ninja. I want more mana regen. That's the thing I think I've been lacking the most, and I've been picking up a lot of it lately because I know it's something I really desperately need. I got very unlucky on where that landed. Dun, 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 dun. Gotcha. I'm gonna save you because I like you, and also because you give me spell power at the start of some fights. Also, I want the heal. Mostly because I like you, though. Worth it. Die. That's a lot of damage. My goodness, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that was a good call. Good call on picking that. Die. There we go. 40 bonus, or 10 bonus damage when a hit deals 40 or more. When I consume a card, I get 10 shields. So that's 20 shield and 2 kunai, which right now are dealing 38 damage. If I can get 2 more spell power, that'll be affected by Power Shard. And there are ways to do that. They give me flow. Oh, I gain 4 spell power at the start of every fight, so that's going to be doing Power Shard damage. Very good. Die. I love just... It looks like a giant chunk of ice. It's supposed to be like a shield or something, I think. But I love the appearance. Okay, get that spell power. There we go, and kunai him to death. Nicely done. Okay. Let's get the money. There is actually a limit to how many artifacts you can pick up, which matters on the long runs. So this is good for shorter runs where it's immediately helpful, but long term, the only way to get rid of one and open up a slot is to use a removal on it. There we go. Hydrate. Don't want any of those. So moving on to the shop. Let's see what you got for me. All enemies start with 1 frost. That's good. Mana regen is good. I'm gonna actually buy some upgrades. What do I want to upgrade? Downfall wouldn't be a bad idea. Focus could be good. Double cast on barrier would be amazing. I don't know if I can get it though. Double cast on undertow does a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for barrier first. Double cast. Here we go. You know I have to do it. Gain a flow, restore mana cost, or 2 times... No, consume in 5. Flow. Easy. It'll just keep my deck running a lot better. Alright, gives me some shield, some stuff. That would actually root if I had let it hit me. Gotta be careful. Ow! That was the wrong time to do that. I'm gonna have to spare her. There we go. I need to spare you for the health. I took way more damage than I should have because I took a risk. It was a calculated risk, but boy, am I bad at math. Die, please. You know I have to get it. You know I have to get it. My deck is already so big. I'm gonna have Virus Spell. More max mana is gonna have helped me. I'm going top route on the off chance that I can get more upgrades. Get that money. I avoided that somehow. It's okay. Don't want any of those. There we go. Build up some flow. Get some shields. Zenith. There we go. Don't need any of those. I'm literally just looking for flow cards at the moment. Get a bunch of shield. Get out of here. 1500 damage. Very nice. Gain 2 more defense. Now I'm actually increasing my defense again. Alright, upgrades and maybe an artifact, maybe? Okay. Okay. You're gonna do this to me? You're gonna make me choose? Of course I'm gonna pick Ruby, and of course I'm gonna pick Bismuth, and I've only got enough for 1 more upgrade, but that was necessary. Okay? That was necessary. If you're wondering why, because kunai, because jams. 5 damage to everything whenever I cast a spell. 3 shield whenever I cast a spell. Virus spell costs nothing. That is why. So, what do I even upgrade at this point? Like, I could save it. I've still got a stage left, I think. No, I don't. I need to spend it on something. Fate Shield, Fracture cast twice. I'll do it on Fracture. Piercing, that could be nice. Hit multiple enemies with it, get lots of stuff going. Oops. I'm sorry. Oh well. I'm good. Thank you very much. Let's just put that second one over on Hearth. Go for Gunner. Wait, it's not gonna matter. Why do I even bother? Oops. I keep forgetting I have a weapon. I go up and then down. He's not even gonna get hit by that. That's a little trick that I figured out a while ago to avoid getting hit by most of that damage. Die to the river. Nerf this indeed. Thanks for the achievement. Die. Now for the final boss of what's called the neutral run. Hit 4 tiles away if you have fragile, hit Necross, lose 1 max mana for 20. Mana cost is equal to your maximum mana, which is 8. So it costs your max mana and it does 400 damage. 10 damage over 40 times, except my spell power is 8 plus more because I have other stuff. So 150 damage, 2 flow, and crack tiles is good, but I know what the final boss is, so I'm going limit break. Money is useless. Let's get shield battery. This is gonna be rough. Normally she takes care of it, but she's not here this time. Get a ton of shield. Let's do that. Blow up some stuff. Start getting more shield. Waterfall is just gonna give me extra things. Let's do a limit break. I have 39 flow. Let's get that shield back. I actually need to pay attention to where the enemies are because you need to target specific parts of the wall to kill it. How much health do I have? I don't even know. Let's finish this off now. There we go. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Unfortunately, that's where the run ends. The game just murders you. The neutral ending, you beat the wall, and then you just die. But I beat the run, so that's a plus. GG, technically. Got Gunner, got Invade layout Cecily. I got this Leah Saffron, unlocks Salamander, and the pet dragon. That is why it's called One Step from Eden. Because you can get one step away, but unless you save everybody, or do the alternate route that I might attempt to show you, you know what? I'm feeling it. It's a weekend. I can do it. I can do it. I can stay up a little bit longer and try to go for it. I'm gonna want Saffron probably. Unless I go for... Oh, no, you know what? I need the skin. I need the skin. We're gonna do one more run on a peaceful run. Because I need to show you the skin for reasons. It's really good. It's really good. It's I hesitate to call it the best skin in the game because Rockstar Violet exists, but it is definitely tied for first, if not first. I'm not going to summon anything, so let's just get 3D printer for more kunai. You're going to make me go flow again, huh? I don't want to. I'm going to do straight up anima build. And let's get shield. Let's just go straight anima plus some phalanx for shields because shields are vital. If you haven't noticed, if you don't have shields, you are going to get hit a lot. You are going to die probably. Unless you are like MLG. I mean, I am good, but I'm not that good. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go for the mana regen early and not have that issue towards the mid-game. Now I'm just gonna stand here. And yeah, that'll be that. I didn't get anything from either of the things I was going for. I'm sorry, lady. You didn't ask for this. It was unfortunate. It was not by my hand that you were put next to the thing I needed to kill. Lockbox. That'll speed up my run a little bit. Mana regen, haste, or... Yeah, I'm going mana regen. Regen all the way. Anima has some of the highest cost spells in the game, so you gotta be cautious about that. Do I have anything that costs 3? No? Then I'm going Blue Flame now. Risky? Yes. But it's gonna help so much over time. Whoops. Die to kunai. There we go. Okay. Let's do shield catch. And Shiso. We're kind of speed running this because I don't want to keep y'all up too late, / keep myself up too late. But also because I really, really, really want to show you the skin. It's so good. Okay, okay. Dodge it. Dodge it, Shiso. Now I just get the shield for free. That was an accident, but it worked. There we go. Spare you. Moving on. Okay. I always go rock stage first because I hate those bosses the most. They cause me the most grief. Whoops. I'll remember to do that properly someday. Die to that? No? Okay, that'll work. That's gonna be good shield gen for later. Go top row. Hit you. Get you. I don't need to think too much about how I'm gonna do this. I say as I promptly miss like half of my spells. Gain 50 max HP whenever you rescue someone. Shield beam to get shields. Up to 40 shield. Oh, if it pierces and hits multiple enemies, then you get shield from everything you hit, I think. No, I don't think so. Unless I broke it. That would explain. I wasn't thinking. It was a very no thoughts, head empty type of moment. There we go. Okay. I should be good on shields now, so I can double focus Anima. Let's get that regen. I know I said Anima has some high cost cards, and then immediately went for the item that reduces my mana regen, or my mana total. Maximum, that's the word I was thinking of. Die, please. There we go. There we go. Okay, 2 defense. Make this simple, make it quick. I didn't think and I went to the wrong thing, but I'm gonna get money out of it. And some luck. What do you have, actually? Mana regen, go for it. Frost for Anima, go for it. Get an upgrade, yes. Spend the upgrade on... Probably on Shield Beam, actually. Double cast, that's gonna be good. Oh, but I don't have enough mana for it. When it hits, gain 20 shield anchor, chance to leave flame. I'm hoping to have some fire stuff. So that could be okay. Thank you for giving me her early. If I had been thinking, I could have done that better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If you get trapped like that, it's better to just stand in one spot and not worry about it. Okay, I did a horrible job dodging that, but I had so many shields that it did not matter. Gotcha. Now I have to spare you, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for the turret boss next, because I have a hard time beating them on this character specifically. You know what? I think that actually does give shields per enemy hit. It's just it doesn't count when it hits objects. That's what confused me. Thunder is not a frost or fire spell, which is what I'm building around, but it's solid damage, and it can avoid certain obstacles. There we go. Flawless. Explosions dealing splash damage. I'll take that. Moving on. Die, please. Apply frost to all enemies. Cold snap is really, really good. More regen. Go for the boss. Sorry, lady. But now that you're out of the way, I can get shield and not have to worry about this. There we go. Gain attack damage while shuffling. That is worthless for this character. I'm gonna go for defense instead. The reason is attack damage only affects my weapon, and my weapon does not fire fast enough for that to matter. Moving on. That was a very spicy attack. Heal. That's a trick that I figured out. Do I have any ways to hit that guy? Yes. No, I don't. I'm sorry, lady. Okay, mana regen plus jams. Hyper Beam. Oh, that reduces spell power. That's a no. I want Combust, but I don't want a Combust that reduces its damage every time it hits something. So I'm going to do Ring of Fire instead. Increased damage but decreased whenever you hit would be really good on spells that consume themselves after being cast. Like Kunai's, for instance, but there's no way to get it on Kunai that I know of. Isn't it a little bit ridiculous how I've gotten this far on 2 mana? I can't cast half the spells in my deck because they're too expensive. That didn't work. Shuffling speed, I haven't explained this yet, but shuffle speed actually goes up the longer you've been, well, not the longer you've been fighting, but the more you've been shuffling. There we go. Spare you. Moving on to Reva, who's potentially run ending if I let her live too long. That was pretty smooth. I took damage at the beginning, but it went okay. Can I get maximum mana, please? I want to cast my spells. This is my own doing, but I refuse to accept culpability or anything. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Chance to apply Frost, and it pierces, so it can apply fire tiles multiple times for just 1 mana. That's pretty good. It's not, like, amazing. PK Fire is one of those spells that you kind of have early run, and then you just fire and forget later on. There we go. I'm good for now. Move on. There we go. No mana from this run. Okay, I did this to myself. That is fair, but I don't like it. Just because I made this bed doesn't mean I have to lie in it. I can sleep on the floor. I am getting a lot of mana regen though, so if I can please get something nice. Get some max mana. Permanently gain spell power when you save a hostage. I should be going for more hostages. I need Thunderstorm, okay? I do. I don't know that I want that one. Partly because I can't cast it yet, and partly because the modifier's not great. Max mana! Thank you. Please more. I will not say no to that. I will not say no to that. I don't think I can buy another one if I did. Okay. Now I have 3 mana, and my regen is up to 2.3 a second. But I have mana, I can cast most of my spells now. That's how you know the run is really beginning. You know, last time I had the problem where I couldn't cast my spells because I couldn't get the mana back fast enough. This run I have the problem exactly opposite that. I have plenty of mana to cast my stuff most of the time. I just don't have enough total. If you know you're gonna be hit by that, it's best to go for the back row, because you'll only get hit by it once or maybe twice. But if you sit in the center where it could potentially hit you several times, then you're going to take way more damage than you should. That diagonal attack is honestly, like, the hardest attack to dodge in the game. And I count a lot of ridiculous attacks, too. Yeah, it's okay. You can protect your people. I don't care. I just want to get through. Oh, no. I burned the lady. Whoops. I'm sorry, lady. I should be saving you. You give me a lot of spell power. PK Fire was helpful that time. Skip those, get my EXP, moving on. This one. I'm sorry, lady, but you're gonna heal me, and I get extra maximum health and spell power, so that's pretty good. Meltdown is really good for this. Time to get some Frost and Fire. So now I'll be getting spell power and 50 bonus health every time I save a hostage, so I should be going for hostages more often. There we go. And I didn't even have to fight the extra. I don't like that. That's okay. I'll take it. The jam doesn't do much for me, but it's just free shields. Let's go for you. I can deflect that. That's fine. There we go. 50 health, 1 spell power. Fragile doubles damage instead of 50%. Oh, I thought Fragile doubled. Okay. I must have been misremembering it. There's a lot of details in this game. It's easy to mix things up. Max mana. Yes, please. Mana regen. Yes, please. Let's buy an upgrade just to have an upgrade. What do I put it on? Cold Snap, maybe? Absorb? I'm putting it on Absorb. What do I get? Chance to hit twice? Or 24 splash damage? I'm going for the chance to hit twice. extra bonus enemy. Come here. There we go. That one's tricky to hit. It's annoying. I don't enjoy it. It's not a great modifier, but I am not going to pass up Firewall when it shows up. Gain shield when I get a jam, and I do have jams. Not a ton of them, but I have them. There we go. I have heard that one before, a lot. I have it on a playlist. It's a good song. I'm supposed to be saving you. Don't let me do this to you. No! You ass! Okay. I'm going to save you at least. Yeah? More flames, lots of flames. Salamander shoots a flame from every flame on the field. For 1 mana. Saved you. Heal me, give me extra stuff. Thank you. I'm good. Let's go for you to get that bonus HP. Why did I put that there? I don't even know. There we go. That went pretty well. Money. Money time. Level up. Apply Frost after Frost is dealt. That's pretty good. Double mint time. If I had a way of applying Fragile, that would be busted. Because then it would essentially double all of the Frost stacks that I apply. Does that deal damage to myself? I think it probably does. Pet Dragon leaves flames whenever I cast a spell. I like flames. I'll do that. And I'll buy an upgrade for Wildfire. Let's do it. I have time. I'll go for it. Get that spell power, extra HP. Good to have. Moving on. Saffron time. Nope. You ain't gonna catch me with that. And think about what that was before I cast it. I admit. Okay. Nope. I'm not getting hit by that. Go ahead and die and give me some breathing room, please. There we go. You will make it up to me. You're gonna get me my skin. You're gonna give me more spell power. Yes. I told you there's gonna be a lot of higher cost anima cards. Oof. I'll just sit there and wait for you to die. That worked. I'm going combust. Let's go. Wait for you to die. There we go. More spell power, more health. Fire 100 shots and consume. Super minigun is really good. It's 200 damage for 3. What do I have that interacts with that? Spell power. How much do I have? 7. So that's actually 900 damage. See, this is what you gotta think about. You gotta do those calculations in your head. Die to the fire. Super minigun, yes. Gonna get that luck. Give me better things. I'm gonna go for the mana regen. Always need more mana regen. I have the damage this time. It's okay. For defense, increase shuffle time by a second. That's fine. I'll take it. I'm not happy about it, but I'll take it. Fire shot that explodes, dealing 100 damage. But it also deals 90 damage on hit. So... yeah. Let's do it. You, mana regen, max mana, that's what I needed. Refresh that stock. max mana. This is just 10 free money. I'm gonna buy Ruby. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. I could donate my blood, but I need that. I need my blood to stay where it is, because I'm gonna get the final boss on this one. I took a lot of damage there. Yes, this is true. Okay, get a lot of shields. Up here. I am fast. Thank you for noticing. Okay. It's boss time, and then skin time. She buffed my spell power again, so Super Minigun is going to do so much damage. She stepped into the worst place for that. She avoided, like, all of it. That's not how this is supposed to work. You're supposed to just let me hit you. Please stop poisoning me. It's really ruining my vibe. What? I'm surprised I took as little damage on that as I did. It took her 2 shots at the end to get me down. Okay. There we go. G fucking G. Weird animation error there. Thank you. Now it's time to skip that and get to the real meat of this. This part. I am sorry for your ears. Yeah, I do like that you can skip it if you want, but also anyone who skips this on purpose needs to pick a different hobby than gaming because they don't have any taste. I am kidding. Probably. You never know. Anima builds are so much fun because you can do crazy stuff like this, and it looks super impressive, and it's mostly just you pressing a button every once in a while. You see how long my shuffle time is? This is what will happen in longer runs, like longer boss fights and stuff. They'll just get longer and longer and longer. Anyway, that was a quick run, only 37 minutes. Try to make it speedy for you. There's the skin. It's the best one. The best one for Celicy, tied for first. It's so good. It's so good! Blumberge is good. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but it looks fancy in French, so maybe. Brushfire is amazing for flame builds. Just look at that! Look at it! How can anyone play this game and not run this outfit every single time? How? It's not possible. It can't be done. Nobody with good enough taste to play this game would not play Catgirl Celicy every time. I'm telling you. It's not like an unspoken law or anything. It should be. It should be law. Anywho, thank you all for joining me for this One Step from Eden stream. I'm so glad I got to play it for you. And you stayed for so long. This has gotten to be my longest stream, I think, aside from maybe my first one. No, I started at 9:30. How long has it been? 4 hours? Goodness gracious. If they're a dog person, they're valid, but they should also understand the appeal of Catgirl and thus be willing to play it. Does that make sense? Also, something I want you to know. Very, very good information. One Step from Eden has official mod support, and those mods include customized characters and items and all sorts of stuff. You can play Mega Man in this game through mods. It is possible. You can fulfill your dream of having another Battle Network game. Okay? Get this game. It's really good. It's going to take so many hours to get up to the point where you're comfortable with it and blazing through runs like this. But once you get to that point, it is such a good feeling. And later on, once you get enough once you get enough experience and get all these different builds, you can really start playing around with the game and learning how to do extra stuff, and you can unlock more difficult versions of the game where you can like increase the difficulty at the beginning of your run and add like different modifiers and stuff. Not like Hades, I don't think. It might be kind of like Hades. I don't know. I haven't played that part before. There's also a co-op. Back when I first played it, the co-op wasn't very well done, but I think it might be more fleshed out now because I haven't played in several months. So, I know I said this earlier, but thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. And I hope to see you again for my next stream. I don't know when it's going to be just yet, but keep an eye on my Twitter, and I'll make sure you're notified, okay? Have a good night. Happy Valentine's Day for everyone who has it right now. It is 1:30 over here. I hope you have a good day. Spend it with people you love, and if you don't have a girlfriend, Wakrai will be your girlfriend, so don't even worry about it. Okay? Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining.